Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today in the arena, Dimir Kato. We are playing a deck built around the new 3-mana Planeswalker Kato Shizuki. Every 3-mana Planeswalker deserves some testing, especially if the +1 can draw a card, and that's what Kato can do. So we build a deck around it. Of course, I played it on day 1 in Ninjas, but Ninjas has a lot of problems and is not really the deck that I'm looking for. But there are a lot of creatures that I'd love to attack with to trigger Kato to keep him drawing cards. And most of them are in black. They're just not the ninjas. They're the eye twitches, the shambling ghast, you know, the good old blood money stuff. So that's what we're doing. We're playing a bunch of Hunt for Specimens, eye twitches, and shambling ghasts, Meathook Massacres, Deadly Disputes, some of the old favorites, Lolth the Spider Queen, along with Kato Shizuki as a planeswalker that can keep drawing cards and keep the opponent under a significant amount of duress. Kato's a pretty cool card. When at the beginning of your end step, if it entered the battlefield this turn, he phases out. That's pretty cool because then the opponent can't attack him and then comes back. So you usually get at least 2 cards off this guy. The +1 does draw a card, then you discard unless you attack this turn. The -2 is create a ninja. The -7 is an emblem. And whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, search your library for a blue and black creature card, put it onto the battlefield. It's going to explain some of the card choices on the top end. We have 1 Toxrill the Corrosive. This is a 7-mana 7/7 Mega Slug Horror, and something that we can fetch up when something connects and we have the Kato Ultimate done. Very awesome. I also have 1 copy of Katoos, the Silent Spider, 3 and a blue-black 4/4 legendary ninja. Wall of text. It basically says you go to their graveyard, you exile a card. It can't be a basic land. You search their whole deck for all the copies, so like up to 4 copies if you hit something they have 4 of, and then you can cast 1 of those. So you completely remove it from the opponent's deck, and you get the chance to cast 1 yourself. This card is mostly there because it was a Hullbreaker Horror, but I ended up having 2 7-drops being too many, and Hullbreaker Horror isn't great in this deck. I don't have a ton of instants. So this instead was a pretty cool way to possibly damage the Izzet decks badly, but just by coming in and taking an important piece of their game plan and casting it yourself. Instead of my own powerful creature, I just decide I'm going to use yours. It's fine. And it's a new card. I wanted to try it out. We've also got Lolth and Professor Onyx. We have 1 Professor Onyx and 1 Plum the Forbidden. If we can tag these up on a crowded board, we can drain the opponent out. Sometimes that is what you have to do. You have to be able to break board stalls in this meta. I'm probably going to say it a number of times. In the past, you didn't, because the board stall got broken by Alrund's Epiphany being copied a million times. So those decks just didn't exist, but now they exist. Black-white tokens, things with Chariot, enchantments. You just have to break board stalls. That's all there is to it. Toxrill's pretty good at it. Onyx Plum the Forbidden's pretty good at it. Meathook Massacre is pretty good at it. This also makes an unblockable dude who can peck away at them. 2 Overcharge Amalgams. Not many blue cards in my Covert Go Blue deck, but Overcharge Amalgam can sacrifice an Eye Twitch or Shambling Ghast and counter something, and they often don't see it coming. Started with 4, we're down to 2. Not nearly as good as I originally thought it would be when I saw the preview card. Definitely a clunker, but I think 2 is close to it's the sweet spot. So far, it's been the sweet spot. We're learning a lot of lessons, so let's review. We've got 2 Fumes because Hunt the Specimens plus Fumes is just kind of a straight-up removal spell if you need to exile something. Pest Summoning, Teachings, 2 of the good ones. Mascots to keep up those, make those heavy battlefields, and then we've got Environmental Sciences to draw land. All right. Mana Base has the Soaring City and the Abandoned Mire and a bunch of the lands you come to expect. Deck is going to be sweet. No Agadeem's Awakenings. Too many holes in the curve. No Seagate Restoration. Not expecting to cast 7-mana sorceries. That's the deck. And for those of you who actually watch the intros and listen to words I say instead of leaving comments without doing that, I am planning a trip to California. I'm recording ahead, so videos might be shorter than normal and possibly more concise at the intro, outro. That's by design. It's not because I don't love you. It was a last-minute thing. It's going to be hard to make a video for every day that I'm gone, but I'm going to try because I care. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. Perpinax. Ghast. Hunt. Kato, but on the draw. On the draw is scary. Might be very hard to attack with things, but we'll do what we can. Opponent takes a mull. Opponent plays a cave. Opponent's probably mono white. The same deck we've played It's like 75% of our day at this point. Standard, yeah. Oh, not mono white. They probably changed decks just to make me mad. But this is interesting. It tells us that there's something a little clunky about their hand, I think. What do we get? Teachings doesn't look like it's going to be good anytime soon. I'm going to get the Fumes. It's got to be ready for their first permanent. If it's a wedding invitation, that's frustrating. Restoration of a Ganjo. All right, it's kind of slow. But we're ready. We're ready for something. You know what we're not ready for? Hallowed Haunting. That card's basically impossible for us to beat.
There are many secrets I don't know.
Although, if we have Meat Hook and enough mana, that's like our strategy against Haunting.
I can't uncover.
So that's my new plan. We're going to hit every land drop. We're going to make a lot of treasures and save them up. We're going to cast really nice Meat Hooks. Opponent's like, I get a free Weaver of Harmony. Boo-ha! I'm the greatest. I have 2 Weavers of Harmony. Because you have to play Weaver of Harmony in this deck, CGB. If you don't, you clearly don't know what Magic is. That's my impression of comments when they can't shut up about cards they think I have to play that I don't have to play. Because you don't have to run the same cards in all your decks. It's not strictly better. There are options. Unless I like the card, then it's strictly better. That's how it works. Let's keep drawing.
Now, what do we have here?
Where's my lands? I'm getting a little nervous. Opponent has assembled a 4/5 Architect of Restoration, thanks to the Weaver of Harmony. Now we'll see if they can duplicate, I don't know, their Confinement Circle or whatever. It's a really bad matchup. It's a really bad matchup. We need a lot to go right. Borrowed Time. Oh, go after Kato. Yeah! Nice. Oh, wait. Weaver of Harmony, no! It's so good when you play against somebody with no way in their deck to remove an enchantment because they're running black. It's so good, you guys. It's so good. The Hook. The Hook. Will they block? They'll probably block. What do I do? What do I do? We really are having mana issues. If we have a treasure, and this is at 4, I can't kill things. What do we do? This is very tough. I guess I have to try to let them commit to the board more. And plus they get scared when you do this, so that's nice. And I have to draw lands.
Get in, get out.
Beautiful.
I know something you don't know.
If they outsize the Hook, the Fumes is really good, but maybe I just need to keep hitting land here. I've just been saying it again and again. I need land, but I keep on relying on Kato to do it, and I think he can. They've only got 2 cards left. Yeah, let's try to run them out of resources. Which means we have to have a pretty painful turn here. Let's see what the opponent does. Their hand can't be bonkers, or they wouldn't have to think so hard. I know, and the same thing with me, right? Okay, they're gonna... I mean, yeah, that's fine. Just keep getting it. They're definitely playing what you would call the control version of the deck. I do not endorse it. I think it's way too slow for meta, but it's gonna look really good for a while in this match. But if I win, it's probably because they didn't bother to kill me. All right, we need 1 more land to hook this board. We're not going to be able to attack this turn, so Kaito could make it 1/1. That's not great. We could plus and discard something. That's not great. I like my hand a lot. We could power up Hive. Draw. Hit land, play this. That's not even bad, is it? Or we could try to establish Lulth. I'd like to do Lulth after the Meat Hook. They are at 15. Kind of weird. I think they'll attack Kato too. This is very sus into the Architect for sure. I can't do this. I forgot about the Architect, not gonna lie. I brain farted on the Architect. All right.
Bet you can't catch us.
I forgot the Architect was untapped. I don't know why. Not a good reason. There is not a good reason. I should have played Lulth then. All right, we're gonna see if we can recover from that. I somehow outbrained myself. I'm recording too many videos in one day. Cool. They can make these things huge, but they have to get through the creatures. And they're not gonna do that if their Weaver's tapped. So what are you doing? Can you give it trample? No. More blockers, I guess? It's not a land, but let's dig. That's a land.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
I know I just fetched it, but it's probably this. It's the pests. I hit the button. I definitely hit the 5. I better start paying attention. Both me, my own brain, and the universe are conspiring against me. I gotta focus. You could see anything in this game, you guys. Okay, they drew that. And now the game gets very, very scary. Alright, so we're gonna need some unblockable action. We're gonna want some Lulth action.
Darkness will a gift.
And I'm gonna get down the eye twitch and just go for board presence, because we're gonna have to figure out how to get a lot of damage through this Hallowed Haunting. Every enchantment now is gonna make dorks, and we know that they've missed a land drop or two here, so we know they've got enchantments. We're just not sure which kind. All right. They've been holding back a bit because they see cards like Fumes.
I'll tell you a secret.
Oh, we have to get rid of something. Is it supposed to be the ninja? Maybe. It's unblockable. So we'll send it in, then we'll draw, then we'll make that decision. We also don't have to. We can Baleful Mastery. I'm just really trying to hold the mastery. Okay. That I definitely want to leave open. So this and Shambling Ghast. So... all right, we've got our engines online. They have their engine online. Who will triumph? We will triumph! Too controlling. The deck... dude, guys, you can play enchantment control if you want to. I just strongly urge you. The beatdown version. Just smash them. I think it's so much better. Anyway. Wheat Walk. Wheat Walk? I don't even know what that... like, where do you go for wheat walking? Is this a southern thing? I don't know. Wheat Walk. Leave me a comment. What the heck is a Wheat Walk? Like, hey baby, I'm into long walks in the wheat. I'm guessing their deck has a lot of 1 toughness creatures. Or they know me and they were too ashamed to show that they're playing mono white or something like that. You go first, but you have no creatures, but good mana and a removal and a draw, although we'd prefer to draw this a lot later. And who knows, maybe we'll just draw one of our 12 early drops and this hand will be off to the races. So, I mean, it's got good mana. That's usually all I ask. On the play, you can get away with so much more just because, yeah, stuff like this happens. Opponent's excited to see us. That's rude. I thought we would be friends. I'm totally a friendly guy. I'm so friendly when I play Magic. That's a really good card in this situation. That's... I don't respect this card yet, but maybe I should. I have it in a deck that I'm not ready to show you just yet, but we'll see. I don't know what they think is nice. I guess we'll see if they let them tap it so they can't draw a card in response. I guess we find out if they have a counterspell. Vehicle tempo? No? Well, that felt good. That's 3 cards they never drew. The hell is this? Whenever it becomes crewed, up to 1 target vehicle you control becomes an artifact creature. Okay, so they're full vehicle tribal, I guess, or something. Should we just remove their pilot? Let's see what they do. We just keep drawing tap lands. Super awkward. Ah, that's the thing that gets +1/+1 counters. I may need to counter that, actually. This thing can be really strong. I'm telling you, this thing can be absurd. It's in a few of the decks I'm working on. So I think we just 4-mana counter that stupid thing. All right, we draw a hook and we're in okay position. Our draw hasn't gone particularly well, but we're trying. Onyx? Onyx is pretty bad here, right? Let's hold. Still can't use this Deadly Dispute because we've only drawn 1 creature this whole game, and they had the only card that really ruined that ruins that situation, which is Portable Hole. Very frustrating. Born to Drive, huh? 2 pilots. Man, Meat Hook is looking nice. Mobilizer mech with no other vehicle is kind of sad. Ooh, they are attacking. Okay. So, let's let Hive do some blocking here. Maybe they forgot about that. And then I have a choice. I can Deadly Dispute this Hive and try to draw into a hook. We're under a lot of pressure. But not actually, because next turn, if they don't attack with the mechanic, we just Baleful Mastery the mech. I don't want to draw them a card. They're stuck on land, so I don't want to do that. Okay, cool. Pretty good draw. I'm trying to get a spot where Onyx can live on the board and be happy, you know? I'm trying to get her all her VIP accommodations set up, because right now she would just come down and probably take a beating. That's a very frustrating card, but we can kill it with a Shambling Ghast. Can also kill this mechanic, but all of these crew like a boss, so it's not great. Oh, come on. You ass. Okay. So they crew here, they attack for 6, I'm at 7. That's too low, so I can't afford to kill the automaton. I have to kill the mechanic. All right. Let this target first, or they'll target my treasure. Come on, Meat Hook Massacre. Don't fail me now. Still no Meat Hook Massacre. we're starting to put things together, but we're at 5, and 5 is not much.
Under my tutelage, this is my favorite part. Watch the life essence fade.
Go face or go Onyx? Probably go Onyx. So Onyx, nice little fog, but no other plays. No other plays. Think we hold. If we hold, we can power up one of our lands, because they're probably going to portable hole this or something. Imperial Recovery Unit. When it attacks, return target creature or vehicle, mana value 2 or less from graveyard to hand. Hand. To hand's not that bad. It's frustrating, and it's good, but it's not the end of the game. Does this fly? No, it doesn't. And it's a 3/4. Can't attack. I could attack with Hive. Let's think about that.
No secret.
I'm so close to death, it's really risky. If I attack with Hive and exile something I don't want them to have. Yeah, it's too close to death for that.
Our eyes are everywhere.
Come on, Meat Hook. Why you do me like this? We have had our instant speed removal, Grasp and Mastery, and against vehicles that's really important, but I can't help but think that something's really missing. Fetch is... What are you getting? Automaton, probably? Automation. Patchwork Automation, my bad. Busty. Okay. I mean, with only 3 lands, you can't do a lot with your Busty. Okay, killed it. Nice. Another land. Give me something good. Hey!
There's no secret I can't uncover.
Do we play it now? Do we play it now? They play something that crews this and they attack with it. We're really bad, so that's really bad. But we can play this and make a 1/1. We can block in such a situation. But right now the Hall can block. I think I'm actually waiting. I think we're actually in a situation where we can let our opponent play to the board a bit more. We're in a spot where we just keep drawing cards and we can power up Hall to block anything. I mean, they might have some tricks. When they play a flyer, the situation changes dramatically. But they're so stuck on mana. And they have so many vehicles in their deck, right? So how, like, what can they afford that gets them around and through the Hall? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I'm good with a Colossal Plow. I'm glad you have a Colossal Plow. All right, go. Another hook. Well, now I'm probably going to hook. Then I need to play something to follow up. So we'll draw with this and see what we draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we draw a land, we can hook for 1, have a treasure, and have mana open to Hall. Deadly Dispute.
Something you don't know.
Okay. Okay. I wonder what they think is nice. I kind of want to dispute first, but then I can't hold up the hall. And then I'm dead to a crude plow. I got myself into this, didn't I? I got myself into this. They power up 2 things. They block. I mean, maybe they can remove this. We go up to 7, so I'm not dead to the plow alone, if that's what they crew. If they play Born to Drive, we can chump block once. Okay. Okay. What I really need is a Lulth. Yep, here's Born to Drive. Here's the power-ups. And do need to block one thing. If I don't get this block... Oh, wait. They can only... The plow needs both to crew. What am I talking about? Okay. For some reason, things like Crew 6 just... They don't even occur to me. It's like, it can't be real. It can't be real. Yeah? Yeah? I need these cards, man. They need to be good. Wow. What were the chances? I wonder. It's only one more island left in the deck after that. Alright, well at least this hook is looking okay. Nice. This is so good.
No secret I can't uncover.
Not over yet, though. We still have the hall. They still have a whole bunch of cards. Yeah, we're a long way from done, I think. Unless they have a trick up their sleeve that I don't understand. But this puts us up to 10. Am I supposed to counter race? Racing the plow seems really bad. So I'm not going to. Automaton comes back. Whenever you cast a spell, +1/+1 counter, portable hole. Probably on the meat hook. Yeah, that's sad. Gonna need another. But we deadly dispute. We keep digging. What's going on? No. What the hell is happening?
Thanks.
Every island in the deck located. Every single freaking one. We fight. We battle. The mech, okay. Did they think they have me? Let's find out. They're gonna kill Kaido, no! That's my card advantage.
Mission's compromised.
When it enters the battlefield, it deals damage equal to twice the number of vehicles you control. Okay. Man, that turn I powered up the hive, that was last game. It's fine, this is fine. I needed to turn these into cards. Okay, no attacks, cool. Hunt for specimens, let's go. Hunt for frickin' specimens. They've got 2 cards in hand. Do I want teachings or mascots? We want mascots. I have creatures now. Let's hold that back. If we block and get to learn again, that's more mascots. Another mech. Epic vroom vroom over here. I'm not gonna lie, it's tempting. I'm looking at this like I kind of want a vroom vroom. Not gonna lie. They've got the crewers, the patchwork, and then just room for days. I'm sure they have the Smith. If they don't, Ingenious Smith is probably a great card for the deck. All right, that's another mascot exhibition. Awesome. Let's attack with everything that has a good attack, except for the eye twitch. Although, yeah, let's damage. You know what? Let's go. Are they going to power that into a 5/5? They might. That's pretty good. I forgot how vehicles worked. They're lucky I don't have a hook. Yeah, I was just testing them. No big deal. Plenty more where that came from. Oh my god. They're all coming out to play now. Threat assessment. Well done. I should have held this back. I should have done so many things differently. My brain is fried from playing too many games. Recording takes a lot out of you. You're doing it right if you make it look easy, but anybody who does this a lot will tell you. Anybody who does this a lot. Interesting. No attack. Well, that's weird. So, bye-bye plow. And you have mana? What do you do with it? All right, 3 of them. No big deal. Opponent on fire. Come on! All right, they can't block. Their plow is gone. How big of a chunk do I have to take out of them? They can't attack me with too many things because they don't have the crew, right? So let's put them on notice. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 land. Guess it's not that bad. It's just, it's a little tilt, but it's not that bad. What's tilting is I keep drawing, I've drawn like every basic, and I've drawn all but 1 marsh and 1 pathway. I'm not drawing enough of the creature lands. I'm not drawing enough of the spell lands. Like, I'm not drawing the utility lands. That's what's tilting. You play Chariot? How'd you do that? What? Chariot out of nowhere? They played it off the treasure? What the hell? What the hell? All right. Cool. Cool for opponent. We're going to need another hook now. And this thing just does not attack. Why do they hold this back? I don't know. Are we going to steal this game? Are we going to rob them blind again? All right. So they're tapped out, so we can go get teachings. Dude, we've been stealing some games lately. A land. No. I said I wanted the utility lands. It's my fault. Oh my god. This is insane. The opponent has no idea how nice it all is. What the hell? All right, they do have the Smith. Our deck scammed us. It scammed us so hard. But it is a classic. It's Screw versus Flood. They were mana screwed for several turns. We couldn't close the game. So when it all came down, they had way more spells and way more stuff than we had. All right, we can counter one of these activations, but we'd have to sacrifice a thing to do it, so it's not worth it. And they would just crew it again. They are at 9. If they tap too many things... Block? Let's see what they attack with, I guess. They've been pretty cowardly. So they might make a mistake. Alright, they only have one creature left. Whenever one or more vehicles you control attack, create a... Alls. Alright, they have 2 creatures left. So we have to draw a hook. So we have to survive this combat and draw a hook. That's the only way. This does Menace, so we're probably taking 5. We can block the Chariot. We can chump here. We don't have to flash in the Amalgam. Do they have any flying? Does this fly? No flying? No flying. No flying. Okay. So Amalgam, Hive, if we drew Hook, Amalgam Hall would win. Okay. Amalgam Hall will win if we draw Hook. Oh, they can crew in response, though. But they might not. Five, 8. Okay. Hope for the best. Let's go, baby. Big draws, big draws. Big draws. I can't. I just can't, you guys. I'm gonna... Okay. Drop them to 6. Can we survive the next turn? We can't, but... Let's make them finish it. They've been really cowardly. Maybe they'll be cowardly again for some reason. But what they should do is just power all this stuff up, especially the Menace, and get in there. I misplayed a number of spots, so I do deserve to lose. it's not about that. It's about being so close to still having an opportunity and trying to win, and it's just, you know, it's competition. It's the battle. You just want it. Nobody wants to end a game like this with all their land. I mean, look at this. They have 5 lands out of 30 cards. Look at us. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus 4 is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 land. They have 5. 5. That's insane. In half their deck, they have 5. I just kind of want to show them my hand. This is a hand I would lay down at the game store, you know? Be like, you gotta see this. Yeah, that's more than enough to do it. They're still being conservative as hell. We could survive this turn if we had another flash creature. But we can't block all of these. Oh my god, that game was just such a tilt. Such a tilt. And we are back for the post-game wrap, and this deck is a lot of fun when you don't draw every single freaking land in the deck. Just 25, it's not even that bad. Like 25 isn't a million. We have 6 and 7 drops and 5 drops in our deck. I just can't even believe that. I'm not gonna be over it for a long time, guys. It's just... But I have to detilt because I have more videos to film because I'm going on quote vacation. It's work. I gotta go on a trip and do some work, and the internet must have their daily CGB, or what is even my purpose in life? That's it. That's my thing. Feed you guys more tilty content. This deck is not for people trying to maximize their win rates. It's just not nearly on the power level of the current format. And you can win games, but it's mostly because Meathook Massacre is a good card, and you should be playing a different deck. You should be playing Black-White or something like that. But if you like playing Kato, and you want to put Kato in a good home, and maybe you crafted 4 early on, and the ninjas are getting stale, there's not a lot of super expensive cards here in the deck outside of Meathook and Shizuki. A couple of lulls, I guess. So yeah, it has a few mythics, but it's probably a deck you can build reasonably cheaply. You don't need to craft Baleful Master. You can have another Infernal Grasp if you really want. I like the split. But yeah, there's also some customization room here. There's a lot of cards where I'm like, I'm not sure that this is the best card to have in the deck right now. So you can play with it, but kind of Blood Money meets ninjas. It's fun. You should try it. Thank you for watching this video. If you're still here, you stayed till the end. Thank you very much. That means a lot to me. Please remember to like the video. You probably like it if you're still here. Anyway, makes sense. And see you in the next video. You're cool.